The Café de Paris is a legendary place. It's obviously right in the heart of London in Piccadilly Circus, and it's got a lot of history too. Like Frank Sinatra used to sing here. It's just a lot of wonderful performers that have passed through these hallowed, red walls. And I think the thing that's really cool about it too is it feels very much like a cabaret, old school style club, like something that's very retro and kind of lots of decorations that feel very vintage, and that's great for my kind of music. I love performing in rooms like that. It's a little more inspiring. The first time that I was here was for the Smooth Radio Love London Awards, and that was great, and now I'm back and we're doing another set. I played actually over for the troops in Iraq a couple of times, so some of the most unusual places were probably on forward operating bases in the middle of a desert that I had to be coming in by helicopter, and I looked out and there was like a mosque in the background and a big wire around the perimeter of the base, and I'm looking out at a sea of people wearing uniforms, and I'm playing rock and roll for them, and there's helicopters going overhead and generators buzzing, and it was pretty unbelievable. There was one night that this sandstorm kicked up, and it was like just a absolute gush of sand blowing in our face for the whole performance. So that was pretty wild. Very, very different. Definitely a second home. I mean, listen to me. I have 2 homes now. I feel like I'm collecting cities around the world actually now where I feel more and more at home. And London is definitely number 2 to New York for me now. New York will still always be home because there's something that happens for me. It's like the longest love affair that I've ever had when I fly back into town and I see the skyline when I get out at JFK Airport. It just makes my heart beat a little bit faster. And I am from Brooklyn originally. But then being over here now, I feel like I've spent enough time over here and I've had some real success with the radio. With Smooth has been so wonderful about getting the singles on the radio that there's a lot of recognition happening over here that is really nice to be around. I mean, it's easy to feel at home when you're looking out at people that are singing the lyrics back to you in the audience. That's makes it feel like you're less far from home. I mean, amazing. It's going to be a fantastic build. And what I'm really excited about seeing is Ben Montague. I really want to see him because I've heard a lot about him, so that should be a fantastic set. Heroes, well, there are huge variations on that. I think the real singers like Ella Fitzgerald and the jazz singers like Billie Holiday, those really appeal to me because someone like Ella Fitzgerald is really singing, she really gets it across that way. I love the soul singers like Aretha Franklin was just one of those ones that, I hear her and it half makes you want to give up and it half makes you want to keep going forever. Like, it's just so inspiring to hear her sing. And then I think as far as musically, my rock influences early on were Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin and Led Zeppelin and Bob Dylan for just the songwriting, obviously. And a bit more contemporary now. I like a lot of different things. But you see, even like a band like Kings of Leon or the Killers, I like so many different kinds of music. As long as it's a really good song, and as long as it's a singer that I think is really scraping their insides to kind of get something out. Someone like Jeff Buckley. I don't know how many people over here have heard of him, but he is just an astounding singer. You hear him and you just feel like he's really going somewhere very deep and being very honest with people, and that's what I care about, that in a great song. I've got actually a lot of really exciting things on the plate right now. I've got a new single coming out. It's called Goodbye. And with the release of the single, I'll be doing a tour, which includes some very cool dates. On September 3rd, I'll be doing the Blackpool Illuminations ceremony with Robbie Williams himself. And then and of course Smooth will be there and maybe broadcasting that as well. And then on September 10th, I'll be playing at the Royal Albert Hall Cafe in the day with my band. On the 11th, I'm playing the Proms in the Park in Hyde Park. and that's supposed to be in front of 40,000 people. I mean, so it's like a dream come true. And then the next day, September 12th, I'm back in Hyde Park for an Elvis Presley tribute. So we're going to do 2 songs for that, and Priscilla Presley is one of the people that is going to be, comparing the night. So that should be amazing to be doing those huge stage gigs. I mean, I saw Stevie Wonder play on the Hyde Park stage earlier this summer, and I looked up at him and I thought, God, that would just be the most incredible situation to be in. And then a week later, I got this call saying you're going to be on the same stage, and I just practically cried. It was unbelievable. So I'm really looking forward to that. September is going to be a good month.